Lord, I beg of you out of that desperation, but a common knowledge that we all deserve love and happiness. And I stand in front of the canyon, wind blowing my hair, the winds of change, the winds of probability, which are undeterminable at the very best. And I stare off. I stare into the distance and I see opportunity. I see love. I see serenity. I see what the whole goal was. I don't believe in the Bible, Old Testament, anything. If you're up there, and this is the world He created, and intelligence is by your design. Love is the only part of a math equation. Love is the only thing that isn't quantable. It's not. Nothing. I was thinking forever, what can you make X equal in the math equation? Love is the only thing you can't. And I want to submerge myself in it. I want to dive deeper and deeper and deeper, but I'll never drown. I won't need gills. I'll just sink. And I will sink further and further and further until I am engulfed into a vortex. It takes me to the next wonderful place. And I'm excited for every exposure, everyone I encounter, everything I encounter, and especially everything I question. And I leave eventually, but I'll never intentionally want to leave knowing it all, because once you know all the questions, as someone that has depression, that's when it becomes worse. You know, the whole ability of inquiry is a desire to take the gift that you have of observation and make it more whole, which seems in itself something, it's hypocritical. How do you take something that's already whole and make it more whole? But that's the whole point. Find out if you can. And if you can't, move on. If you don't want to move on and you're satisfied with that, you stay pat. And you pray, Lord, I don't care what I've said about you, what I think about you, and if I think this is a waste of time. You pray. You believe in something. There is something out there or within you, surrounding you, that tells you there is safety. There's a plan, but more than likely, being designed as things happen. Or maybe it was, God's mystery the whole time. It's not up for you to decide. It's not up for this Lord to decide that I'm begging to. And if this is going on deaf ears, that is the risk you take. As long as you realize what the risk you take is, really, there's nothing to fear. Because you're ready for everything. And you're ready for nothing. Whatever happens, whatever you were counting on, and it doesn't happen. Everything or nothing, and everything in between. Stare at the canyon. The winds of change flowing through your hair. staring up, looking at what I imagine the night sky, and being from Buffalo, a snowy, windy place, maybe a great canyon. And you see the emptiness of the canyon, and you think to yourself, is that beauty, or is that room for improvement? Is that me? Am I possibly an agent of beauty and or an example for room for improvement? And you wonder, where does that take you? What on earth does that make you on this earth? And is that anything? Because there's more than just this earth, at least so they say. And you have to choose to believe what they say. Because at the end of the day, what they say pales in comparison to what you have to say and think. The choices are endless. And that is a gift. Maybe God gifted you. Many gods. Nothing. Random chance. The fact that we're just a bunch of carbon blobs going and fucking each other and making more carbon blobs. We stand together because we can just be one by ourselves. And we might intrinsically think it's selfish to join together to be one because of all this desire, this ability to sift through hatred, prejudice, xenophobia, and the idea that your pride gives you the right to know everything. We sift through it. And we eventually, no matter who you are, it'll be subconscious at the worst. It'll be latent at the worst. But the second worst is knowing that's the case. Because knowledge is fleeting. Atheists are just as full of shit as Christians. And Christians, no one could be more full of shit than that. Believing in God is full of shit. Not believing in God is full of shit. Why people are so obsessed with the creation rather than what has been created does elude me. I don't want to kill myself, at least right now. I do dream of death. I'd love dreamless sleep. I can't wait for the void. It sounds majestic, eternal, and peaceful. And if I'm wrong, like all of us, we should be patient because we're all going to find out at some point. And when we do, whether it's heaven or hell, peace will exist. We've tried our best with what we've been given. But we've all been given the capacity for love and acceptance, something that the world desperately needs. But it has it. It does have it. It is all a matter of how you use your pencils and pens and colored pencils you got in your little zipper sack you got for 5th grade. It's all there. We're capable of anything, whether good or bad. We're capable of discovering heaven. We're capable of creating hell. It's not a guarantee how this is going to happen, but it's already fact that that path, that journey, it's been chosen for us. We are one. And if you don't want us to be one, if you want to be one, the one, well, the only thing that for certain is one is your journey, which changes constantly. It doesn't change the fact it's the one, because you need to realize you're the one. And the universe can't function without ones and zeros and twos and threes and go from there. It's not only a lack of shame in being one, it's being one with the universe. And that means you are a part of everything. And you should know that forever. And with all that said, what kind of fucking lame-ass, gay-ass, faggy bullshit is that?